Birds. As they say, birds, what a wonderful world. Oh no, I'm gonna copyright it then. So right, so birds when they migrate, they fly like this. As you can see, this V shape, which is very coincident with my name. Yeah, I think I'm over illusional. Right, so as you can see, birds fly this V shape. Why do they do that? Like, I'm pretty sure there's no obvious reason, right? There actually is, okay? There are entire articles written on this, but I want to introduce you to something called wake turbulence. So whenever a plane flies, it generates something called wake turbulence. We can put it in right here, okay? It's called wake turbulence, as you can see here, right? This rotating spiral. The winglets are designed to reduce this. It does by a bit. Yes, it does, but it still generates wake. It everything generates wake. So what happens here is that birds also generate wake. So one bird's wing can catch the wake of another bird and reduce fuel consumption. In this situation, energy, but fuel energy exactly. So Airbus went in 2019 and said that, hey, birds do this, why can't we? So actually, even if you watch my first video, you can just kind of make out, it's right there, you see how Fellowfly works. And this was 6 months ago on April 6th, 2021. So yeah, you can see right there how a flight works. So what happens here is that you see these birds, right? This thing's wake gets caught in this bird and it reduces fuel consumption. Inspired by nature, as you can see, right? Let's learn from the birds, right? So Airbus did this, which is very nice. It's saving fuel consumption, but I like how much. And how can you even test this? It's so damn dangerous. Like, what if something goes turbulent and then both the planes collide? Well, as you can see here, they conducted a flight test recently, okay? So, I'm just gonna full screen it. So that is an A350-900, which you can see the contrails over there, and this A350-1000 barely catches the wake of it. These two planes flew across the Atlantic Ocean from, I think, Montreal to somewhere. Let me just switch it up, Airbus fellow fly test. 2001 hasn't jumped on the idea yet, so I thought might as well, right? So it flew across the Atlantic, and flew a transatlantic flight. Okay, just live with that. So, and then this reduces the fuel consumption. Now you may be thinking, okay, fine. So it reduces fuel consumption by what, 5%? Like you'll have to be quite well aligned to do this. And yes, you have to be quite well aligned. Surely you have to be well aligned to do this. Maybe like 0.5%, maybe 0.1%, but it did 5%. Hear that background music, will you? And operated in a real airspace, real traffic, nothing, no priorities, anything. And they saved 6 tons of CO2. 6 tons of CO2! Imagine what you could do with 6 tons! And that's just on one flight. Imagine the capabilities of this. I mean, just imagine if you could schedule planes a bit together and force everybody to take the same flights, then yeah, it might work. I think there should be a law, like every plane must fly in this wake system. I hope it's a law, yeah. And by the time you're watching this, it will be around 40 minutes after. I'll be launching this 40 minutes later. And tomorrow, the same time we are watching this, I will be in Jakarta airport stressing about whether I'm going to catch my flight or not. Yeah, I'm gonna be in Jakarta airport. Means you guys are gonna get trip reports. Not now, maybe a bit into the future, maybe like after a while, but I'll be recording with my phone. So let me just give you a rundown of what we're flying, okay? I gave a rundown, I think, in my previous video, but let me just give you a rundown again, okay? So first of all, we're gonna do a CityLink A320. It's just a little bonus. You can leave now if you do not want to hear about this. So first of all, we're gonna be flying this beast. It's not really a... Yeah, okay, whatever, right? We're gonna be flying this plane. We're gonna be taking off Kuala Namu International Airport at 7:50 a.m. Yes, this time I'll be reviewing the toilets too. I'm not actually sitting on it, but like I cannot for the life of it go to the toilet. I can't sleep on a plane. It's this weird thing. I just can't. So I'm gonna be flying one of these planes, okay? And then after that, my first ever A350 flight. I am not joking. I am excited for this one. I have never flown an A350 or 787 before, and I doubt many people have flown A350s that haven't flown 787. So this is quite nice, right? So then we go on this plane. Let me just show you a picture. No, I don't have it on me right now. So it's a 1000 actually. So it's gonna be 1K. So this is the plane that I'm flying. I'm so happy. Just look at that. It just looks so beautiful, you know. The nose and the eyes and that. And right, so like this is quite nice, right? This thing. And then we're flying a boring plane. The highlight of this is the A350. But then my 5 hour flight is gonna end up being this plane. And I am praying by now, okay? I am praying that our flight gets changed to a 737 MAX 8. Because some of the 737-800 routes, yeah, they have swapped it out for Maxes, like the Singapore to Phuket. So they changed it, but this is the plane I am supposed to be flying. This is the plane I want to be flying because this one has a refurbished cabin and an IFE system. The 737-800s is just Silk Air planes, old Silk Air planes which they never really installed IFEs on, but they completely refurbished their Maxes. So this is the plane I want to be flying, and this is the plane I am going to be flying. So I am praying that our flight gets changed to this one. Because if I end up flying on Max, then it's another first for me. So I'm praying. What they say is that, you see, right, so the flight got changed. There's a problem from the Nepal flight. Something happened and it couldn't take off. We have a replacement plane coming in. Should take around 30 minutes, so we will be 30-minute delay. But it's on the Max. They won't say on the Max and things because that scares passengers. But now they're reviewing the 737-8, which I don't like. I don't like it because they should really refer to it as the Max. So that was it for today's video. I will speak to you tomorrow. Until then, bye bye.